And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and movie review for the brand new Andy Muschietti film, The Flash. That's right, DC's The Flash is finally here. It took them 10, 15 years, whatever the heck it is, pretty much the entire run of the CW's Flash to actually get this movie rolling. And, well, now it's officially here. Before I begin my review about this, I just want to make it very, very clear here. I do not, and I repeat, do not support Ezra Miller in any shape or form of what he has been doing with his life. You know, I always separate the art from the person because, honestly, when it comes to art, whether that's movies, painting, books, whatever, I always separate that from the actual person. Not like I will go on the street and go hang out and have beers with the guy. No, never. Hell no. But the movie's here. Let's talk about the movie now because honestly, there's a lot of things wrapping around my head about this film. I really was looking forward to two things about this movie I really wanted to see. First of all, we got the return of Michael Keaton as Batman, aka Bruce Wayne as well. We also got introduced for the very first time the DCEU Supergirl. We know technically this is, besides Blue Beetle and Aquaman, the last of the DCEU, but still, finally, took them long enough. So, what exactly is this movie about? Well, you have Ezra Miller, aka The Flash, aka Barry Allen. He's feeling kind of gloomy. He misses his mother. His father's in trial because of what happened to his mother. We all know that story. So he decides to piggyback and go back in time and try to save his mother's life. Unfortunately, when he does that, he sets off a chain of reaction that changes the DCEU forever. Basically, goes back in time, saves his mom, changes a lot of different things where he lives in a world where there is no metahumans. Michael Keaton is Batman, and General Zod's still alive, and he's coming after the world, and he wants to destroy it because he's looking for a Kryptonian. And if that Kryptonian is not Clark, who could it be? Then none other than Kara Zor-El herself, a.k.a. Kara Danvers, a.k.a. Supergirl herself. Okay. So, now that we got the logistics of this, let's talk about how this movie actually is. Because honestly, I had to think about this movie for a couple of minutes. Saw it once. And I'm going to see it again. I liked it. Now, I have my like for it is very stretched forward because honestly there's some things in here that I wanted more and I understand why we never got it, but hear me out. Okay, so let's start with the simple question. How is Ezra Miller? How is he? Like I always say, when an actor has some personal problems, rather that's, in a negative way or whatever, separate that from the art, no matter what. Unless the film is not going to come out at all, then you can have your opinion. If you don't want to see it too, same thing. Cool. So he was great. I thought he was actually really, really good. I never had a problem with him as the Flash. I always thought his Flash and Grant Gustin's Flash were so different that I could never imagine seeing Grant take his place in the movie universe. Cause I always felt like, yeah, his budget version of Flash fits well on television, while big screen Ezra's Flash fits way better on the big screen. It would never fit on the small screen. He would look ridiculous as the Flash. So they're two separate things. So we have to separate that as well. I thought he did a good job. He balanced two different characters here. He balanced the Barry that, is kind of more mature now. He's been part of the Justice League a little bit now. He's the Flash. Everybody knows him. He's comfortable using his speed. And then when he goes back in time, and this is all in the trailers, folks, he meets this, simple Barry that doesn't really know what to do except just enjoy his life because he's a young college kid, they saved his mom's life in the past, so there's that. So he's just a simple Barry, kind of a goofball too. So he's an average looking dude, So he's that guy who get picked on last for kickball. He's that kind of kid. So he's gonna act goofy. So we got to see that side of it. I mean, it did get a little bit annoying, but I'll save that for the negatives. Okay, so let's talk about Michael Keaton. Can I just say, as a huge diehard Batman fan as I am, Michael Keaton to me is probably my favorite. Still my favorite Batman on screen, and I love all the different Batmans. I even like the George Clooney one. Some, when I'm in a mood, it's kind of like that one food you don't like, but you have to eat it once in a while. Just when it comes up, it's like kind of like that. He's there. I don't like it that much, but he's still technically part of the Batman family, so you still like him. But anyway, Michael Keaton to me is still probably the best Batman. And now, even though I love Christian Bale is a very different Batman. I mean, he's a defining Batman, obviously, but seeing Michael Keaton in this movie really proves why he's still the best Batman. Like, I don't know if he did like his own stunts in this movie. I'm pretty sure maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I'm not really sure. I have to watch the behind the scenes stuff when it comes out eventually. Dude can move. I'm talking about move. I'm talking about this guy could still play Batman. Like he never left the damn universe. Like seriously, he was still Batman when Forever came out and Robin came out, and he was still doing great. He moved like Batman. He was faster. It was just like, where did this come from? it was amazing to see him in the Batsuit again. Was just glorious. I thought that stuff was just amazing. Okay, so now we got that covered. Let's talk about Sasha. Sasha Cullen. I probably butchered her last name. I apologize. The new Supergirl. I liked her. I really liked her. It's just a new character, so we didn't get enough to sense oh, is she gonna be a big actor? Coming out of this, probably. Would she be memorable for this role? Probably not. This all depends. See, I never saw her in anything besides this movie, so I was a little nervous that they were gonna get some unknown woman to play Kara Zor-El, and minus the whole not having blonde hair and blah 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 blah. It doesn't matter. Supergirl. I thought she kicked butt. Like seriously, Supergirl was awesome in this too. I mean, she did some things in here that I'm like, oh, why did that happen in Man of Steel? Like how come that never happened with Henry Cavill Superman? But man, they proved how strong Supergirl is. Because remember, Supergirl is very different than Superman. She's more rage, anger. While Superman, he's more calm, farmer boy kind of Superman. So, I mean, he'll kick butt when he has to, but he's very calm when he does it. If any of you watch anime, and if any of you watch Dragon Ball Z, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like when Goku fights. When Goku fights, that's Superman. Simple, he has to do his thing, but he has a very calmness when he fights, but still, it's amazing when he does. You see how powerful he is. But when you see Supergirl fight, it kind of reminds me of Brawl Lee. When Brawl Lee in the animated, Dragon Ball Z, canon and non-canon, he just berserker mode. He just rages, He doesn't care if he's breaking hands, fingers, whatever. He just goes. If he kills you, he kills you. Same thing with Supergirl. She was just on the scale of 1 to 10. She just went from a when they first meet her, it's like a 0, and then when you first see her use her powers, it's like a scale of 1 to it's like a billion. So yeah, that's how crazy Supergirl's power was in this movie. So I appreciated all that stuff as well. Okay, so let's talk about the visuals in here, because honestly, the visuals in here, I really enjoyed. There's some moments in here I felt like, wow, this is really trippy, because honestly, the way that they made the Speed Force and all the, Barry using the speed, it could be overwhelming a little bit, but I still thought that stuff was really, really crisp and clean, so I appreciated all that stuff. So I thought that was great. Okay, let's talk about the villain. Honestly, how can I put this? Now, remember, this is basically spoilers for the trailers, because it's in the trailers. You kind of get a glimpse of Dark Flash in here, and he's also in the Funko Pop toy lines and everything. Everybody knows about this. The Dark Flash is in here for 5 seconds, so he's not really, maybe not even 5 seconds, maybe 10 minutes of the film. He looks cool. I wanted to see more, but He wasn't really like a big villain in a way. So it was just like, why he's there in the first place? I mean, there's a reason why he's there. It's just like, you kind of scratch your head of why he's there. Because, it kind of makes sense, but it doesn't make sense at the same time. I don't want to say what it is because honestly, it kind of have to spoil the movie. But, yeah, so there's that. Okay. So let's talk about some negatives about this movie, because there's a couple. Now, I know we were supposed to get that Batgirl movie. We could have got more Michael Keaton. I'm probably sure he would have played a different version of Batman in that one, but we don't know. But I kind of wish we would have gotten that movie just so we can get more details about this Batman that we have here. Because honestly, yes, we got the little Easter eggs here about, which version of... Because remember, he's the Michael Keaton Batman. He could be the Tim Burton Batman. He could be the Batman Forever Batman. He could have been just Val Kilmer version of Batman, but with the Michael Keaton suit, we just don't really know. He's Michael Keaton Batman. The 89 Batman. Is he really the 89 Batman? We're not really sure. He doesn't really explain that. I kind of wish we got some more of that, but still. What we got, so, but still. I mean, honestly, if we would have got that Batgirl movie and see Michael Keaton kick butt in that movie, and then see him again in this, I would have been totally fine. I really wanted more just Batman stuff. But, unfortunately, no, we didn't. Not that the screen time he had wasn't bad. Just like, it was so good, I wanted more. It's like, when you order a favorite dish, and then you want more, but the restaurant sold out. It's like, dang it, I love this, I want more. So, and the same thing goes with Supergirl. I really wanted to see more with her. A little bit more of the backstory with her. A little bit more of, details of, like, why she came to Earth in the first place. Was she looking for her cousin? All that detail, where she's been this whole time. Stuff like that. Little details like that. I kind of wish we got more of that, but, you can only squeeze so much in a 2-hour something minute movie, but you know what? It was still a fun film. I mean, listen, the DCEU is bad. We all know. It's already at the point where it's on his last life support. Okay, we only got 2 films left in this entire multiverse universe thingy-majiggy. And after that, we're gonna get a clean slate, reboot everything, and hope for the best. Because honestly, look, as much as I loved all the other movies besides Batman v Superman, the DC movies, I know they're not that great. I mean, the old school stuff is obviously not the best stuff, but still, I'm going to put this movie in the category of it's a fun film. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I had my little issues with it, but still, I'm going to say that, yeah, this is a good film. This had some good moments. I got to see Michael Keaton come back. I even cried a little bit, honestly, because honestly, just seeing him on screen kicking butt was just like a tear jerk for me, because honestly, I was like, oh my god, he's back. It's like having Batman Returns, but a third version of that movie. But still, it was just, I wanted more. So yeah, we're gonna get a reboot of everything. We're gonna get a new Flash. We're gonna get a new Batman. I think Andy Muschietti just got confirmed that he's gonna be directing the new Batman movie, so yeah, that should be cool. Because I thought he did a really, really good job with the film, just making it feel like all these characters matter. He gave everybody enough screen time, but not taking away focus from the Flash. So, but still, I kind of wanted more. So, if the fight scenes he gave us with Batman in here were great, I can just imagine what he's gonna do with the new Batman, and Robin too. Because honestly, those fight choreographies that Michael Keaton did in this movie were awesome. I just wanted more. But now that he's gonna be focusing on a full-length Batman film, sign me up. I'm ready for that. Yeah, but still, like I said, if you don't want to see The Flash because of Ezra Miller, I totally understand. If you want to boycott that, that's your choice. Awesome. Cool. Do that. If you still want to watch the movie, but you don't care about him, but you want to watch it because of Supergirl, the multiverse stuff, and of course Batman, Michael Keaton, it's a fun time. It's a fun time. It's not like, is it going to be the best ever DCEU movie? Probably, maybe, actually, you know what? Honestly, now that I think about it, it probably might be the best one out of all of them. Depends on the box office. Go forget the box office stuff, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that big of a thing. I mean, Shazam couldn't even do that good, or Black Adam either, but still, Yeah, but it might be the best one. It might, maybe not, maybe not. Who knows? But go check it out if you're interested. If you're not interested, that's totally cool too. No judgments here. But I still enjoyed it. I'm glad it's now out. We can finally move forward with a new Flash, new new Batman too. Another one. Can you believe we're gonna get another Batman? Anyway, but yeah, I am a little disappointed that we might not get Supergirl back because I think everybody's gonna get rebooted. So what can you do? Oh, there is an after credit, and it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. So there's that. Oh, by the way, forgot about this. The cameos in here, not bad, not bad. I mean, nothing too like, that's cool, that's cool. But there was one cameo in here. I'm like, oh, I didn't think they would actually do that this with this cameo. I'll give you a hint about it. If you don't want to know, pause. It has to do something about a project that never happened in DC that we were supposed to get years ago. They gave it to us, and I thought, wow, I would have loved to see that on the big screen. So there's your hint. Anyway, you'll see it. It's like near towards. You'll see it. Don't worry. When you see it, you'll see it, and you know. But hey, listen. Like I said before, you want to go see it, cool. If you don't want to see it, I also respect that the opinion of yours as well. No problem here. No judgments here. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about The Flash. Did you guys watch it? Did you guys like it because it's a DC film? We're not talking about the other issue with it that we all have with it. But did you not watch it? Did you protest about it because you don't want him, being supported? Totally understandable. Leave a comment below. Let me know. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good day.